Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Today I've got an exciting recipe for you guys. Now one of the complaints I hear from people is we get tired of eating eggs for breakfast. And what are the other things we can have for breakfast? So today I'm doing a keto version of something called upma. Now upma is a South Indian breakfast that is made out of semolina flour actually, and it's fried with onions, and it's really quite delicious. It's very simple, very basic, very humble, but oh my god, it is delicious. Of course, being on keto we can't have semolina flour. So what else can we replace that with? Take a guess? Yep. Cauliflower, and it lends itself perfectly to the dish. Anyway, don't take my word for it. Let's go make the recipe, then you guys try making it at home and tell me what you think. Anyway, before we go, I have a small request. Please hit the bell icon so that you get notifications when I upload new recipes. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's go and make that keto upma. So to make our upma, we're going to first take our cauliflower florets and put them in our blender, and we're going to use the blade attachment and we're going to just blend it till it's like a couscous consistency. Now I use the grater attachment for a more rice-like consistency, but upma is more like couscous, so that is why we're using the blade attachment. Once it looks something like this, we're good to go. I'm going to heat up 2 full tablespoons of ghee in my kadai, which is basically like an Indian saucepan, and the reason is that we need lots of fat on keto, so I'm going to make sure that we get it. Into that I'm going to add a teaspoon of cumin seeds and a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once that starts sizzling a little bit, I'm going to add in my ginger. I'm now going to add in a chopped onion. I'm also going to add in 1 green chili that has been de-seeded, because you guys know I don't like spicy food, but you can leave those seeds right in. My curry leaves and some peanuts, just because we like a little bit of crunch, and the original recipe calls for a dal or lentil which we can't use. Anyway, give that all a good mix. Now I'm just going to season this mixture to help the onions along their way. Always good to season your dish throughout the journey it takes. And now you just want to cook these onions low and slow till they start to just about get some color. We don't really want to get much color on them, but just till they start getting some color. So every once in a while, give it a good mix. Now once our onions are starting to look like they're going to caramelize, we're going to add in our cauliflower couscous. And then give it all a good mix. You want to fry that raw cauliflower with the spices. Now I'm just going to season that cauliflower with some salt, and I'm going to pour in some water and then just cover it and let it cook. Now you want to cook this till the cauliflower becomes nice and tender. So every once in a while keep checking in on it, give it a good mix, make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan. You want to cook it till all the water has dried out, and you basically have a lovely cauliflower upma. Now our cauliflower upma has been cooking for about 10 minutes and it looks about done. So I'm going to finish it off with a garnish of fresh coriander, because that always just enhances the dish tenfold, in my humble opinion. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Our cauliflower upma or keto upma is ready. And oh yeah, that looks pretty good and I can't wait to tuck in. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, time to taste. Alright folks, here's the moment that I have been waiting for, to taste the upma, because I quite like my upma and I love it specifically because it's not a spicy dish. It's still so flavorful, and you must be noticing and wondering, Sahil, you didn't put any other spices in this, but honestly it doesn't need anything more. I mean, there are people who will put some turmeric or some red chili powder, but for me, plain and simple upma is just about right. Anyway, let me taste. Oh yeah. That crunch from the peanuts, and the cauliflower is perfectly tender, and the mustard seeds, the cumin, the curry leaves. It is so flavorful. It is delicious. I mean, I'd be happy eating this, any given day of the week. It's absolutely spot on. And if you're bored of eggs for breakfast, this is the perfect replacement. This one day, the keto dosa one day, a waffle one day, eggs another day, you've got yourself a week's worth of breakfast, and if you rotate it, you'll never get bored. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. I will see you guys on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking. Hey folks, if you like the music that you hear in the background on this show, I request you all to subscribe to my music channel where I upload my music, my songs, my everything. Otherwise, if you're here just for the food, subscribe to Headbanger's Kitchen. If you like what Headbanger's Kitchen does, you can support us monetarily on Patreon, and you can listen to a song of mine over here to see if you like the music just a little bit more. Thanks for watching.